Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, hi, this is Attican, and welcome to Series 10, Episode 3 of Railway Empire Great Lakes DLC Dominion Day. And in Episode 2, we worked our way out here to a whole new set of cities. London, Toronto, Ottawa, Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, and we actually go on around here to White River and to Thunder Bay we haven't even touched yet. And we've decided to put in a four-city cluster down here, Sudbury and these three, London, Toronto, and Ottawa. And our tasks are to get fur to Ottawa and to get clothing to Toronto. And so I know the first thing we want to do is actually go into build mode here and find a meat industry and plop it down here in there. Put a meat industry in Toronto. And oh wait, this I hadn't realized we'd already done this. I didn't realize this was a tailor. Oh, I guess we bought the. I knew I was going. I was planning on buying the meat industry, knocking it down, putting in a tailor. I guess I've already done that. Well, good for me. Good for me. All right. So now we got to make sure. First of all, I want to make sure. Go back to basics of a four-city cluster. All four cities need to be able to have a direct line to each of the others. So I think we've got London, Toronto covered. Well, we've got it started. We've got Ottawa, Toronto. We don't have Sudbury to Toronto. So let's work on that. How are we going to do that? And what's our traffic? This track shows a lot of stuff on it, but it's not that busy. So let's see. Oh man, there's so many ways we could do this. We could actually come down here, come off this, cross off of that, and go that way. You know, let's do that. That would work. It's going to be a little tight right here, but I don't see it. As long as I don't get too greedy with and put too many signals in here, it'll work just fine. So we come in like this, kind of just in time for that. And then we come in like this and just in time for that. And we put some signals here. Gee, that one's probably okay. This one's a little short right there. Okay, and that this is tight right here, but I think that would cause a delay, but not deadlock. Now from here, what we want to do is actually turn off of this. Whoops. We want to come off this and onto this, if it'll let us. Now this one has to go, it's too short. That one's probably okay, good. All right, so now we just need a line from Sudbury to Toronto. We could go up to the Mogul. We can't afford it right now, I don't think, but we will go up to the Mogul. We'll run 4 trains and let them space themselves out. Now, to get over here, I want a direct line, really would like to have a direct line from this cattle to Toronto. The one that's further away might actually be easier to use though, because we can hook it into that line right there, which isn't too busy. Let's do that. Let's see, what would it cost? Can we buy that? We could buy that. Let's not buy too much more. Don't want to tie up all of our funds on all these little businesses we're buying, because then you have to manage them. So let's go down here. And we'll set up a line of cattle into Toronto to feed the meat industry. And here's where we really could use, why not? Let's use a refrigerator car. Okay. So now we've got meat, we've got beer, eventually we'll have cloth and clothing. All right, now we've got a bonus for connecting to this sugar. At what point does a city need sugar? Well, right away. Okay, they can use sugar. Now, the question, do we have another warehouse? And what else would we want? Milk would be something to put in there. Sugar. Let's see. Tell you what, let's do. Let's put a warehouse, one of those big warehouses with signaling control. Where do we want it? It'd be great if we could put it like right. Too close to that curve right there. Maybe we'd probably be better off spacing it out some, giving it some room. Now, we could also put it down here. That's actually easier to get to, isn't it? It won't hang off right there. Will it go right here? Nope. We can put it on another city. I don't want it way up there. Shoot. Let's put it out here where we've got some space to work with. And we're going to put... look at this. That's the one we just started running. All right, sure, we'll buy it if you're going to give us a price. All right, we're going to take in sugar and milk at a minimum, and we'll see what else we want here in a minute. Okay. And now we want all 4 cities to be able to get to that warehouse, which will be easy enough. And we just got our nice bonus. Well, I said it'd be easy enough. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have a little Y intersection here. Let's start over. Beautiful. Now, every city should be able to go to that warehouse. And let's start running milk down there. Okay, we got sugar and milk. Now, who needs sugar and milk? Toronto does. We know that. Okay. Do you guys? Probably not. No, you're not ready for it. Sudbury's definitely. Sudbury's dying on us here. And you guys, probably not, but you're doing better. Okay. Have we gotten any of our stuff in here? We've got furniture. We've got wood. Oh boy, I need some supply towers. What else is new? Now this big shipment got immediately hung up by the winter weather. So let's give these people some supply towers. And go.
Railway, you should be able to push the economies of the colonies forward, so an independent administration will be possible.
Okay, we got our quarterly freight. That wasn't too hard. And we've gotten some furs to Ottawa. Good deal. And then the question, has Ottawa done anything with them? Yeah, it's making cloth. Good job. Good job, Ottawa. I don't pay blackmail, even though it's our big fur company up here. I think they got clobbered. Let's see if we could replace, yeah. We're going to start running the Rogers Mogul. I'm going to pass on that. I'm not going to cheese and steal it. And okay, have I overdone it here? What have I goofed up? Okay. First of all, let's expand this. See if that doesn't help. There's the problem. This intersection is too close. See how that one stops, and this one stops behind him. But with the 4 lanes, we should be able to move just fine. That is less than ideal though. This train should not be able to come up here and stop in the way like that. That's no good. All right, so I had a little disk storage issue that I had to go deal with, so a little continuity problem here. We may have jumped ahead a few days, not much. But I realized too we do not have all of our city-to-city lines going for this because Sudbury, for example, is going to London, but it isn't going directly to Toronto rather, but it isn't going directly to London, and it's not going directly to Ottawa. So let's fix that. Let's have a line that goes like this with the Rogers Mobile Dining and Mail. See, in that way we can get beer shipped to these cities. And then let's have a line like this. Okay, doesn't look like anybody's going to take it, but that's okay. All right, so now Sudbury is talking to all three. Toronto's talking to all three. So the only thing that's missing would be a direct line London to Ottawa, which we do need as the products as we make more stuff and expand these cities. So let's just have a couple of trains that go back and forth like this. We don't need a million. We're not trying to make a ton of money on passengers and mail or anything. It's nice that we do get the business, but what we really are interested in is making sure that any manufactured goods can be shared amongst all the cities in our four-city cluster. All right, so now we truly have city to city with all the cities can send and receive from all the other cities. We've got our warehouse here. We've got a second warehouse started here. We'll keep adding to that warehouse. And right now, the only one that goes up there is Toronto because it's the only city that's big enough to need stuff from there, I do believe. Although I did notice milk in this particular DLC, milk comes up pretty quickly. Milk's at 35,000, so that's a little quicker. The other thing we're going to have to watch here is that these cities actually consume cloth. So it's going to be a job to try to get, well, we are doing all right though. Look at this. Our furs are in great shape. Our cloth, we're starting to get winter clothing, to Toronto. That's good. I wonder if it's coming from here though. Yeah, he's producing. That's a good sign. All right, we're getting there. Can we expand him? We can. We're going to bump him up one. Now, this guy over here, this, 2.2 million. He's going to have to keep up on his own. So, all right. So I think we've got the makings of a pretty good little four-city cluster here. Again, I think the one that's the challenge is this. Obviously, we're looking good on that. The clothing to Toronto. Now, what else could we do to help that along? We have...
I already anticipated
Oh, here's
that your
something done.
commitment
Okay,
would pay
good.
out. You may now lay your tracks up to New York. You should definitely grasp this opportunity to make your business more lucrative.
All right, cool. They've opened up New York for us. Let's see what that means. Oh, that means means we get to mess with all this mess. Wonder if we could, are we allowed to buy the competitors yet? Beatrix, can we buy her? No, we can't. We got to just deal with her. So if we go to New York, oh my word. It's just going to be, well, certainly doable. And look at that, that's a cornfield. Oh, look here. Looky. We've got maple syrup down here close. Is it up here anywhere? No. So maple syrup is one of the things that our cities down here could use. Notice, by the way, look at grow, grow, grow. We've got 3 of them growing right now. Now Sudbury's really struggling. Let's see. What is that line? Oh. Oh, you know what? I've got a goof here too. Look at this. I've got this milk line coming in and going, it has to go into Sudbury and come out in order to get on track. So what we need to do is just a little, we need a little line running off like this and connecting back into like so. There we go. Now our milk trains are not having to go through Sudbury. But why is Sudbury so poor? What is their... Oh, man, they're shrinking. They need corn, they need wood, they need to have beer, which they don't need. They should be able to get wood from that warehouse. Oh, here's that same problem. I got to fix this problem. This has got to go. This... All right, so I'm not even sure why that is. Oh, that's this line. That's the line. Is it? Oh, from Sault Ste. Marie into Sudbury. So I need to put. Sudbury to London, Sudbury to Ottawa, Sudbury to Toronto. I'm not sure I understand why there's only one train on that. And why there's only one train on that. Oh, but we need to fix this to be able to go over here. But we need to do it away from here. Ah, man. Let's think about this. If this looks like an unholy mess, that's because it is an unholy mess. Okay. Oh, there, it just got a whole lot simpler, didn't it? Didn't it? There, is it me or did it just get way simpler? And these are just, that symbol, that's just trains that got reset when I deleted. I love how they do that. If you have a problem with the track, you just delete the track, and you delete it twice, and the second time it actually resets the what in the world? It resets the sorry, it resets the train, sends the train back where it started from. And so we've got them queuing up here because I fixed a lot of stuff. And let's put in, okay, that winter clothing, if we don't do something about it, I have a feeling we're not going to be happy. Norris Preserve could not be reached. Where's Norris Preserve? I did, sorry. I left out one thing. We have to have this come back in. There we go. Oh, look here. Look at this. This is cotton. Cotton would be lovely to run into Montreal and run that cloth from Montreal all the way down to London to make sure that their tailor has an adequate supply. He's getting good fur supply, but the cloth is what's keeping us from making the clothing. So why don't we take advantage of this cotton right here and run it to Montreal. So Montreal, let's put in a large station with signaling control in Montreal. Speaking of which, I want to set up repairs on all of these. There we go. Okay, cotton. And then let's run a line to London from Montreal. Just confirm this is a regular cotton. Yes, it is. And Montreal, why don't you just keep right on growing? Good guy. All right, so where are we? We've got all our city-to-city lines going. We've got a possibility of a museum to keep growth going. Put in a museum next to our meat factory. We could use corn in our system. We really could, to make this stuff keep growing. But the main thing we've got now, I think, is once this cotton gets up here to Montreal and it starts making cloth, this line here will start shipping cloth all the way down here to London. All right, let's wrap up right there. We've now sort of started to invade America. We're getting cotton from, not quite from the south, from Syracuse, New York, Buffalo, New York. It's heart of cotton country, as we all know. But it's progress. It is progress. And I think what I'm going to do here is take that maple syrup and ship it to our warehouse up there. I mean, shoot, why not? We know that's something that these cities can use. I think what we'll do is just tag onto this line. And then we have a little bridge right here. You know what? Let's have it join this line right here. We'll take maple syrup to that warehouse. Once we turn maple syrup on in this warehouse. And there we go. We got that loaded. All right, let's stop right there. Made some progress. Cleaned up a mess here. This is much, much better now. Doesn't even look like such a mess anymore, does it? Big thing is when we start seeing the cloth coming here and we start producing more clothing, then we'll be a lot happier. All right, looking forward to working on the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.